why I can't get a book deal? Because you didn't follow these 6 steps. You didn't read this article. Okay, make sure you do that now. And then these 6, they're gonna inquire you to be like, hey, okay, I want to look. How do I identify my genre? And go read. Okay, so you go. It forces you to read the article, y'all. All right, just be sure you do that. All right, be sure you get into that now and read all of the new articles that we have today. I'm going to pass it over. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, I'm going to pass it over to the CEO and founder of the ATSJR companies from Galveston, Texas, millionaire maker, innovator, creator, Mr. Antonio T. Smith Jr.
All right, Grand Rising, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, Grace, for telling them how they need to be on these Mexit articles because they are very helpful for you, especially how many of you want a book deal? Yeah, well, then it's like, yeah, genuinely.
I do.
Genuinely, it's.
I gotta have it.
The article on a book deal that teaches you the steps, and then Tempest would know this because this is something we had to find out on our own, and it was we got smacked in the face, and it was like, oh, you got to do this. You can't just come over here. Finding a literary agent, and the steps of finding a literary agent. And then even having your query letter, you have to have you got to submit a query letter. You can't just say, "Hey, nope." There's a way to write that letter, and all of that is in there. Did you hear me?
Can you define query?
Yes, it's saying, "Hey, would you please take into consideration that I want to be seen by you." That's basically what you're saying. And there's a way to structure that letter so you're not unsolicited. Publishers rarely take unsolicited books. That means you just, let me mail them my book. They're going to see it.
So just a little elaboration on this, since I'm in the industry. If you send a book to a publisher and they're already working on, say, sci-fi idea, right? And then your idea just happens to match and they've opened your book, now you can sue them if their original book just becomes a hit. You can ask for credit. So usually they just do not open manuscripts unless they have the query letter. And from that, if they can discern that, oh, we're not working on any project that's similar, so it's safe for us to open a book you send, they'd be like, okay, yes, send it over.
Absolutely. He's absolutely right. Absolutely right. I didn't even think about it. Does. I didn't even think about the suing thing. So that's makes sense because he's in the industry. Me and Tempest have done this. Me and Tempest have done this. I'll be almost saying too much stuff. But we fought this battle. And I broke it down. I even used some other resources there's a lady named Tiffany that breaks things down greatly. In this article, the article will lead you to about 100 different other places. Like it's a full library. You know what? I need to make it's a masterclass, Tempest. That's what it is. It's a masterclass. And it is. I need to change it to a masterclass because it is. It takes you to all those different places. And I'm gonna show you because I want you to those of you and this is very good because if you take the book offer we got out right now, that's for $999 and we'll ghostwrite your book. Yes. There they go again, Grace. There they go again. Right, we'll go. I'm gonna erase the thing.
So would you still need the court?
Oh yeah, if you're yes. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you can't. Won't do all that plan. You got there's a way to say it. Of course, you can send it directly to the publisher. We went through literary agent, and our literary agent got us to TD Jakes' publisher. Yeah, there's reasons to do either or, which I won't get into that, but I do want to show you this here. So here is the article right here. I'll link it to you. And it's now a masterclass. So if you go to the masterclass section, you'll see it now because it is a masterclass. So here's the article. And right here. This if you're done, you're done. Right there. Just you're done. You're not reading nothing else. If you're done, you're done. You understand? If it's over, it's over. You're good to go. You're good to go. Of course, then I come through and I break down each 1 through 6. You know, here's some fantastic video. Actually, they wrote. I said somewhere in here, and they did something so cool. It wouldn't even need to talk about it. There was no need to talk about it because they just totally dominated what it was all about. But nevertheless, you know, you come through, you show your writing. Then I want to show you this lady here. How to find a literary agent, the 6-step strategy that works for my clients. Rewind, press play. Okay, come back here, right here. Okay, right, you know what I'm saying? I'll tell you how to find a literary agent, and then click the picture below. This lady, can I tell you, Tiffany broke it down way better than anybody. And look at what's all up in here. She gives it to you up front again, this different up front, and then has, if you want to know how to do the query later, that while as an agent, she wrote on that too. And she don't just break it down on this, she even gives you a template at the end.
Oh, nice.
Even gives you a template at the end. Point is, I don't want to hear all that. Ain't nobody helping me. They not letting me. Oh, y'all don't want to play. That's all right. That's all right. They if man, everybody wants you to pay for. You know what? While you should be paying, everybody ain't out here trying to hold you back, Antonio. You know what I'm saying? So you just go right there, you do that there. And of course, here's your masterclass section with all the masterclasses there, because this is most certainly a masterclass with all the information in there. Cool. I want you to write your books, or let the company write your book. Yes. And then go on out there and make all your money. Okay. They must don't get excited about money. It's all right. All right.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay. Well,
I get
I'm glad
it
you
too.
get it. And you don't just get it, you're executing, because you're in the process of, actually, your book is complete. Yes. Why don't you tell us about your book? Because we got to make some of them jealous around here. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, my book is Know the Rules. When it's about knowing the regulations on VA claims, the foundation of what veterans don't know, should know before they even start applying for anything, so they're not lost and confused and have a clear understanding, a map, exactly like a GPS on where and how you need to do things.
Absolutely. It's fantastic. Of course, I am a benefit of that book. I am one of his clients, so I am so grateful for that. I didn't know what I was doing, and now I get paid. And then that's how it works. That's how it works when you get with Tyrell. Yeah, Jerome's a client also, all right? That's how it works.
Antonio?
Yes, sir.
I have to, and
Please,
I got to give him another pat on the back.
Please.
I last week went on my back office, and I went from 40% to 50%.
Look at that.
Along with 4 other service-connected issues, which will help me ultimately become 100% directly because of Terrell. So right now, it looks like my pay is going to go up about $2,000 extra a month. By the time he finishes, it looks like it's going to be about $5,000 extra. Thank you, Mr. Terrell.
Oh, no problem. Thank you.
When you get a $2,000 a month pay raise, you got out some financial troubles. You hear me? It's something. Yeah, baby.
That's called shout material.
Yeah, it is. Extra $2,000 a month, baby. Get you a meal. Get you a meal.
Make sure it's not no Happy Meal.
Yeah. Yeah, you get you a meal. Yeah, I got it today. I got the meal. You get you a whole meal around here. You get off that 99-cent menu. So somebody like Tyrell is going to have a bit of an issue. You get your book published. Like, all right, so where do I? I don't know why it's difficult, but it's difficult because they make it difficult. It's not difficult because we don't know stuff. It's difficult because they make it picking a genre and then the subgenres, right? Like yeah. Some publishers, you'll say, all right, I'm this, and then it has 2 and 3, subgenres and stuff. So it could be a little difficult. Don't worry, because here it is right here. Right? The breaking down of your genre. Why would you pick genres? What is it? Genres is the art, blah, 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 et cetera, 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 right? So point is, and then even somewhere down here or up there or whatever, I'm going too fast. It says how to pick your subgenre because Deanna's a publisher. Ibrahim is a writer. Now, all in the industry gave you all the information. Let's go back to your book. So Tyrell, 2 clients, executing book. So he gets it. He's taking the opportunity. Do you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. As well. But I want you all to hear this. It's time. You're gonna die, but your book will live forever. Okay. It's time. It's time. Let's just pretend for a moment that you be different and you're not gonna die leaving your children a bill. Okay. All right. Let's just pretend you're going to be different because most people die leaving their children a bill. I have enough royalties that I can will my kids a book apiece and know they're going to be okay. Did that resonate?
That sounds so good.
Yeah, that's good.
That
That's how you
so
build generational wealth.
And Antonio, you've built a massive brand, but even me, like I personally wrote my book last year in the middle of the year. It's been 6 months, and now the book actually flows me enough money to buy a cup of coffee a week. Not a lot, but just starting out, that's good.
Yeah.
Though the payouts are after 90 days. So yeah, people get to know about the payout.
Yeah. They typically on a net 90. I've even seen, I think Deanna just moved to net 180 every 6 months because the country, well, however it's working with her, they don't pay but twice a year. You understand what I'm saying? They don't pay but twice a year. So I've seen quarterly and yearly. I've seen them quarterly and biannually. Don't think you getting like they just PayPaling you every Friday. You gotta let the book sales come in. Just wanted to spend a little time there. Deanna, get ready. I just wanted to get ready because I know you're driving, but I know she can't wait to shut me up, y'all. So I'm gonna let her. I'm ready. I see. She can't wait to shut me up. Can't wait to shut me up. But I do want to stress to you. I don't know how to express to you that you are grossly underestimating your value on this planet. You are better than what you have been performing. It is. You are better than what you have been performing. Absolutely leave something here that shows you made a dent on this planet. You owe that to yourself. You do. You owe that to yourself. I never tried to write as many books as I got now. I was only trying to write one. But I'm telling you, it's not many. It's the fastest way to building a personal brand is to have a book. It's like, let me tell you why. If you have a chiseled body, you can't fake that. I'm not saying if you're thin. I'm saying if your body is Jamaican track lady chiseled, you know what I'm saying, with the track thigh, with the muscle that look like, you know what I'm talking about, go down the leg. That's what Grace wants. If you got the six pack, if you got the rib chest, or if you got the boobs that don't need no bra, however that works out for y'all, you can't fake that. You can't buy it. Doesn't matter. You can plastic surgery all you want to. You can't plastic surgery no six pack. It's the same thing when it comes to writing a book. You wrote a book, you can't fake that. Even if you get a ghostwriter, you still got to, you know what I'm saying? You can't fake the process of going through the book, and most people don't do it. Writing a book is like having a chiseled body. The moment you have a book, and Law got 35 chiseled bodies, the moment you have a book, you get to charge more. You understand? And if you really want to, I'm really good, the team will tell you, I'm really good at making money from the stage. I'm really, really good. Really, really good. I don't know why I do know why. I was gonna say, I don't know why I don't just travel all the time, try to be a speaker, because I'm not trying to be a speaker. Right? I'm not trying to be a speaker. One of the greatest ways to make a lot of money is to have your book in the back. Buy your book directly from the publisher, $3 a copy, and sell your book for $25.
That makes sense. Because you're getting over 100% profit once you sell it.
Over. Well, actually, $3 a book, you sell it for 25. I mean, 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 4 is 28. So, I mean, 8 times 4 is 24. So that's 800%.
Yeah.
That's 800% profit on a book. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. This is why I don't know if y'all anyway, this is why a lot of your favorite authors have their books on hand when you meet them, because that's what they've done. That's what they've done. And they should. That's not
also, Antonio.
Yes, sir.
You don't even need to travel. Like if you are on podcasts, I've noted that for every 1,000 engaged listeners, not just downloads, 1,000 engaged listeners on a podcast, per interview, I make like 4 immediate sales. So that's like, yeah. So again, I don't have a massive brand. I just started last month, and these are the stats. And then, as I said, once we have 75 brands, we'll be able to push people on different podcasts. We will be able to facilitate this process where they'll be able to sell, they'll be able to speak, all of that. But again, we have to reach that critical mass before we can make those moves.
Yeah, absolutely. 75. So that's why I'm stressing this here real quick, because I want you all. Ibrahim gave me a goal yesterday accidentally gave me a goal. He was just talking. I was like, man, lit me on fire. I want 75 of you to have written books for your name. Once you write a book, Prophet Jerry, can't nobody take that from you, man. And it's if you're in the church world, I don't know about I don't know about any other religion but Christianity, but I'm assuming it's the same. Every preacher wants a book. Every preacher has preached. When you get like 6 years in preaching, you start saying, man, I done wrote all these sermons could be put together.
And they put it in a book.
And become a book.
Hey, Antonio,
yes,
can I add something? I want to just thank Ibrahim for what he said yesterday, because before then, I never really seriously considered writing a book, but what he said yesterday really pulled at my heartstrings as far as branding myself and, helping to be one of the ATS success stories. And I know it's possible without a book, but it's so much more possible with a book. So now I have to figure out what the heck I want to write about. But now I'm seriously considering, what do I want to write about? What do I have to say to the world? So thank you, Ibrahim, for that message yesterday.
Good. Come on, let's clap for her breakthrough, y'all. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. No, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. I want y'all to do that. So we still got it on the table. I don't now, you know.
Yeah, because this is Damali, this is your only way to set yourself apart from 99.9999999% of the programmers, because guess who else has a book? Literally, like everyone is so replaceable in programming. People are flocking towards programming as this new holy grail. But then you've got like millions of people in India every single day taking boot camps and courses. In Pakistan, you've got government giving free courses. So they're coming to eat your lunch. The only way to set yourself apart in that market is to humanize your product, your service, to the point where it becomes a brand. Because right now, coding and developing is a commodity. Like you and just another programmer, it's the same thing as long as you can deliver on my brief. But the moment your coding means something different than anyone else's coding, because it's like you're a luxury brand now, and bigger corporations are likely to trust you because there are humans at the other corporation as well, and they're reading books. Then suddenly it's like you're able to command a better price.
Yeah, if I want to be like Tempest when I grow up, I want to have a book.
I was just fit to bring her up. Yeah.
Are you interested in coming to work for me to do this project, do this contract? That's what I see in my future.
Yep. I was just fit to bring her up, because not only does Tempest do that, the last 3 major opportunities that she's had to go get 6-figure contracts, they all come back to her brand and her CEO-ness of where, Tempest?
ATS.
Now, walk us through some of the reactions that you've told us, because they need to hear, because this is when she brings up ATS, that's your book. You understand what I'm saying? Or that's your book. Go ahead, Tempest. And we're talking about the vice presidents and stuff. Okay, go ahead.
I had somebody research me before they called me, and they were talking to me, trying to get to know me. And I was taking an Umber route, and they were like, no, I just Googled you yesterday. And they were spitting out articles and podcasts. And what is ATS? What is ATS TV? So I was, definitely have a digital footprint if you're trying to do something outside of you, because it all links back to you eventually.
All links back. You live in a value-based economy.
Antonio.
Now.
So I want people to know something. It's like when I wrote my book, I took 2 months off writing other people's stuff. So that was 0% income. Whatever you're making right now, whatever your monthly income is from whatever source, imagine that dollar amount, and you just putting all of that away for 2 months just so you can have a book. That's what I did, because there was no $900 for me. I would have loved to just give $900 and get this done. But I had to set 2 months of income down to zero, earn $0 for 2 months just to write my own book, put all the clients on wait. Because I truly believe, and fortunately I've been proven right, that having that book was a better idea. I even asked Antonio, I was like, Antonio, I'm thinking of starting a YouTube channel or writing my book. What do you think should come first? And he said, write that book. So thank you for that. And I just want people to know that I would have loved to have that $900 deal. I couldn't. So I had to put like $3,000 a week away, just like sacrifice that so I'd be able to write a book. You don't have to give up 2 months of your income. Unless your income per month is $450. In that case, you really need a book right now.
Yeah, definitely. No, he's right. I got you next, Prophet Jared. He's absolutely correct. $900 to start your legacy or continue your legacy or enhance your legacy. Go find it somewhere else. That's something I can tell you. Go ahead, Prophet Jared.
Greetings, Bishop. How you doing?
Greetings. I am well, sir. I'm well. My skin is glowing.
Looking great over there.
Yes, yes. And I feel clean. I feel like I took a bath. Yes.
I hear you. To take up this opportunity, I go by every so often and look at the book that was written for me, and I still cry because I could not say those words. For me to write it, I would be lost. And I thought at first, when the opportunity came up, I'm sitting here trying to figure out stuff. And then thanks to Deanna, and she's like, no, just tell me what you want to know, what you want me to know, what you want in the book. And for me to be open like I was, and open it up more to whoever had credits to writing it. So take up this opportunity when you get a chance.
That's a grown man talking, though. Okay, that was a grown man talking. Thank you so much. He's right, and I appreciate. I appreciate what he said, because we're
and
doing
what an
our
incredible
best.
story he has.
Yeah.
What an incredible story he has. Like, I literally had to pause after every 3 minutes of listening to his audio just to internalize what, like, it was hit after hit after hit. It's just an amazing story. Anyone, just get his book, by the way. Even if you don't have your own book, just get his book. It's such an interesting read. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So we're just excited for everything you're doing, and that's what we're attempting to do. We're attempting. That's like the second company goal, to make the least salesperson possible a top income earner. And we just fulfilling our mission. We're just fulfilling our mission. But I just want to wrap this up. Take the opportunity. This is what you do. Text Grace 409-457-6304. 409-457-6304. That number's the same on WhatsApp, is it? Because I just she got on WhatsApp. Okay, that number's the same on WhatsApp, and text her. Even if you're just thinking about it, text her. You know what I'm saying? Because the world is yours, and I want you to have it. And somebody ought to tell my friend Quisha, I ain't heard from her or nothing. That's all right, though. That's all right. Hurt my little feelings. That's okay. That's my childhood.
I'm right here.
Hey, you ain't text me or nothing. Just want to tell you. That's all right. That's all right. I'm alive. I'm alive. I gotta come up to your area. I don't know. I gotta ask Deanna. It's a funeral I need to go to up there. So I gotta come up to your area like in 2 weeks. I am going to go to the funeral. Yes, I know. I'm proud of me. I'm proud of me. Yes, inside the information. I had to know how I am. But anywho, I am grateful. Today, mostly, I want to talk about being nimble and leaning in the future. Being nimble and leaning in the future. And I want to tell you, actually, I won't tell you. I'm going to have a billionaire tell you. That's what I'm going to do. If you are wise, I would go to the 23rd. Quisha, I was told the 23rd. I got to come up that way, 23rd. 23rd. There's a link right there that you absolutely need. Grace is going to send it to the groups too. And it's how to build $1 billion company. Now, obviously, I can't tell you how to build $1 billion company. Not yet. Almost. Real close. But Jeff Bezos can. Jeff Bezos can. I want y'all to listen to what this man says real quick.
You need to be nimble and robust. So you need to be able to take a punch and you also need to be quick and innovative and doing new things at a high speed. That's the best defense against the future. And you have to always be leaning into the future. If you're leaning away from the future is going to win every time. Never.
God, it just makes me, gives me tingles.
Yeah.
There's more. You got to go to the article on your own, but that's why be nimble and lean to the future. As I was writing that article at like 5 o'clock this morning, I was like, man, this is where we at. This is what is. This is where we at. So then literally one of my discussion today, well, my title today, I was going to discuss regardless, but my title comes from the guy that makes enough money to bathe in it and clean himself with it, right? It's just money for no reason. If he loses power in the Texas winter storm, he can burn money for lights, for candles, and he'll be just fine. Which, Texas, we got to watch it because it remind me to come back to Texas. We got to watch it because it starts today. It's just on this way down here now. This article is Grace said, what, you wrote a short article? Yes. I wrote a couple of them. Here it is. There's a guy that built another $1 billion company. I linked him here. You can see his article here. And he wrote about 19 books that helped him build $1 billion company. Y'all ask me every chance you get. And what book a billionaire said these books made him a billionaire. And it's 19 of them, and I have read quite a few on this list. I have read. As a matter of fact, there's an article on Mexit News over this book alone, a book summary over this book alone. Predictable revenue is a blessing. And then, of course, and then each one is linked for you to be able to just go grab the book yourself, right? Each one is linked, period. Right? They all linked. There it is. Worry not if you don't. The link is, if you can't write it down or take a screenshot, don't worry, because the link is in the chat right now. It's in the chat. And then, of course, there's, you got to do the Believe Nation guy, right? You got to do the Believe Nation guy. Yeah.
Top 10, I got a top 10. Want to be happy? Build a life, not just a business.
Right, hey, right. So he's going to do, that's an hour, 21 minutes. But I'm sure, but there's enough information there for you all to be blessed. Cool? Everybody cool? Hearts and minds clear? Want you to have what you need because God is good.
Amen. All the time.
All right, then. Thank you so much. I want you to have all that stuff because no matter where you are in the world, it can be done. Take that. If you've ever said, Antonio, man, if you can mentor me, you know what? If you just read Mexit News, there's all my mentoring right there. I'm giving you, the stuff I don't have time to teach and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So there you go. Deanna, I gave you some tasks. Tell me what those tasks were because now I'm in my Be Nimble section.
Okay, you gave me quite a few. You told me to check out a few websites, find out what they do, pull from them, and learn from them. There were websites for keywords. There were websites for script. And so I went through each one. I owe you 2 scripts today. I did everything, and this morning I was like, crap. And I sent everything to you yesterday, like a list of keywords that you do use, a list of negative keywords, what negative keywords actually are. Those words are the words that you don't want to show up, that you don't want whatever you post to show up. So like if you are an apparel store that only focuses on women's apparel, and you don't want girls or girl to show up when people search for your apparel, then that will be a negative keyword that you put in, so your ad or whatever you post doesn't show up when someone searches girls apparel. So those are negative ads.
Or if you're Antonio T. Smith Jr., you would advertise on your name, but you would include like football as a negative keyword because there is a football player with that name.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So those are your negative keywords. Yeah.
That couldn't be more accurate. Absolutely. Okay, keep going. So I gave you plenty. So you tell me you got everything done.
I don't have. You have like an abundance of things. There was an ebook that I found from, I believe it was Jeff Walker, and it was like the 16 things that you need to know when it comes to being internet successful. Mm-hmm. So I read the ebook, I took notes, and I sent you not only the ebook but the notes to that ebook. Well. In the process of doing the research, I found an article about an actual article about like how do you submit your negative keywords, and how do you actually know what like how do you determine what your negative keywords are. So, and I actually found articles on those, and I read the article and sent you notes on the article as well.
Okay, so you sent those notes to email or line app?
Line app. Everything is in line app.
I see it. These are the notes from the PDF, Jeff Walker's 16 Rules of Internet Success. I'm feeling generous. Who wants 16 Rules for Internet Success?
You send it to me. I'm still the grasshopper, so I still want that information. Like yesterday.
Huh? I ain't mad at you. All right, I'll get them. She's got them here. I was looking at them right now.
Also, give them to me. I'll turn each one of those into an article for my own brand.
Boom. They are in your lineup right now, kind sir.
All right, Abraham, you have to wait till after I get mine first. And then let me execute. Then you can put it out there.
Buddy, they are there
and
right
you know
now.
Me, I'm going too. I want it too.
You want it too. Everything you go. All right. Y'all thank Deanna. Grace, put these on a Word document and drop it in the chat for me. Yes, drop it in the chat for me. We've been saying being nice. It's homework assignment, and I just looked at them. They are good too. They are. Look, me please and thank you, amazing D. There you go.
Thank you, Deanna.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Thank you, Deanna.
Yes,
you're welcome.
That's us being nimble. You gotta. Can your company get punched in the face, which is gonna happen, and then you can stay on your feet, or if you get knocked down, can you get back up? Trust me.
I'm sorry. I have a question.
Yes.
With all of the great things that Deanna is doing, is she like, how is the book stuff going? I mean, you started it off with the books, so.
Oh, she's still publishing plenty of books. It hasn't been on my agenda to talk about. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. I'm listening to her do all of this magnificent work every day, so it's like.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Because like that self-publishing thing is like what I've been waiting on. So
no doubt.
I'm sorry. I'm like, good job, Deanna. But I'm thinking, well, damn, I really can't call her and be like, well, what's going on and because I'm seeing her do all of this other work. So I'm like, okay, but when,
Yeah, no, I got that. That's a good question. So did you make sure she gets send agent directly to how to get your book published in 2022? I think it's going to answer a bunch of questions for her that she would normally call Deanna for. Of course, Deanna's
no, I don't think I need, well, I have read, but I don't think that I need another article. I actually just need the actual physical book now so that I can have them in the back of the car or whatever, so that they
Right,
could
right.
be
Gotcha.
Oh,
affiliated
she
with
wants
it.
author copies.
Yeah, she want
I
all the
think you,
copies. Okay.
yeah, I think you prioritize giving the actual book to the new authors, like the first like publishing and the link and everything. And then those who want author copies just need to be updated. I think that's the correction you gotta make.
Right, right.
Just keep track of who needs their author copies.
Right. Well, of course, if you update your book, you've already received author copies. They're not author copies no more, right? You know, it's not your free author copies. You have to.
Well, actually, I'm still waiting on a book with no errors, so that it can be considered an author's copy and all of that.
Well, I hear you on that one, but remember, you changed the format from 3rd grade reading level to 12th grade reading level, right? So that's
Yeah,
no,
so it's
debatable on errors. Hold on. That's
I'm
debatable
trying to
on errors.
understand.
Not
What did you say?
we're gonna send you author copies regardless. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you're you. However, I'm gonna say this. If you have author copies already and you make updates and want new author copies, that ain't gonna happen. I'm telling you, all right. Outside of this Adrian situation, which I approve of, that ain't happening. It ain't happening. You can't do it to no black, brown, Jew, white, don't matter. You can't do it. I can't come to your company and bankrupt it. Don't go to Codes and Corner and bankrupt it. That is not up for discussion. You know what I'm saying? Now, I've been with Adrian along the whole way, and I ain't got a problem with none of this. I've said this before, didn't I? All right, then. Well, I ain't got to repeat how proud of Adrian I am and how that is. So Adrian's a different situation. But there's a difference between author copies and then you updating later down the road and saying, give me more copies. You can't do that nowhere. Can't do that nowhere. All right? Cool. So Adrian, we got you. Text Deanna. As far as Deanna being busy, everybody's busy. If you're gonna be a CEO, especially around me, you're gonna be busy.
But Antonio, you've got to speak about errors and why it's not errors, it's just difference of preference.
Yeah, that's I'll glaze over it because I'll just glaze over it. You're just know how you know your audience, and you're going to speak to your audience in that way. You know what I'm saying? In that way. It's that simple. It's that simple. We've covered it on another day. It's not as far as errors in the writing. That's different. You're talking about syntax, grammar, and then your preference. Preference is not errors. You understand what I'm saying? It's not, all right? The preference is not errors. But that's not Adrian's case in this case. Adrian's case is different. Adrian switched the entire audience with my approval. So don't come for Adrian. I've been there the whole time, and I like everything, every version of her book I like and have bought. So I'm cool with all that. You know, Jerome, do you hear me say I'm cool with all that?
No, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm
You're
sorry.
good.
No, I was just talking about the whatever happened, the printing of it. It wasn't words or things changed.
We'll get your print copies. Don't worry about it. We'll get your print copies. Yeah, we'll get your print copies. Now, the whole point for y'all is to be busy, right? That's the whole point, is to be busy. I was getting ready to end with the books on this here. What does your books look like in the metaverse? I think that's something that you all need to be thinking about. All right, Jerome sat up. Like, hold on. Like, how do people experience poetry in the metaverse? You get what I'm saying? Now, I only know one book company building a metaverse, and that is Deanna, but I'm sure the other ones are. But I want you to think about that. What does surviving tough times look like in the metaverse, Adrian? The ideas that I have for you, I ain't even said yet. I give you one of them right now.
Bro, I'm thinking come out of the thing. Like,
you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
read it. And you get rained on while you read it.
You know what I'm saying? Be in the situation in front of you.
Yeah.
I'm with you on the metaverse with that. I am.
Yeah.
I just know that, you know, in order to make the next move for me, I'm still waiting on that. So while we're moving and doing all that, I just wanted to, you know.
No, we got you. We'll take
shout
care
out to Deanna and all that she's doing. Because she's doing a whole lot.
Plenty.
But you know.
Yeah.
Don't forget about the little people.
Don't
forget about the little people.
Yeah, we got you. We'll take care of that today. Does ATS have a hashtag so I can include on my marketing service? Yeah, I mean, ATS is a hashtag in itself. This depends on what you're saying. Plenty of approved hashtags, but ATS is just fine. Or Mexit News or Metaverse or ATS TV. It's a bunch of them. So you can all put on any of those. Any of those be just fine. Grace, that came from Tyrell. So if he needs help, just text him a few. Okay, and just text him a few. Think about that. What is your book gonna look like in the metaverse? What's your church gonna look like in the metaverse? You ready? This is my favorite one so far. This is the favorite thing I've thought about so far because I got so many Muslim friends. What would it look like during a pandemic or something when you can't get to the Holy Land, but you can in the metaverse? Think about that. Or what happens during morning prayer and evening prayer as a Muslim? I don't know if y'all understand what I'm talking about, but know that these are sacred times. In the metaverse, you can always be together. Yeah, I've got a Muslim friend of mine that is in New York, and every I can't forget the time, 6 o'clock, I think. So I think it'd be whatever time is my time. Right before dinner, he prays in the evening as often as he eats in the evening. Now think about the convenience. Now, I'm not trying to do it. Let me gotta be careful here. I'm not saying forsake yourself for assembling with others. That's not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to say is your aunt and uncle who is too ill to have assembled in the last decade, the metaverse changes that. You get what I'm saying? The metaverse changes that. It does. It changes that your aunt is 70 years old and legally blind and can't drive no more. And now she can still show up to the mosque and pray. The changes that are coming is just, they blow my mind. They blow my mind. My mind is always thinking like this. You know, anyway, somebody said, you got me thinking of a metaverse seminar for what I want people to do.
Man, Antonio.
Like yes, sir.
This is excellent news for me considering my culture, because then we can lock women up and then they can still go to prayer outside. It's a win-win.
Stay home and go to prayer, right? No, think about it. It's awesome, and the future is awesome. So stay nimble. The bigger you get, stay small. So let's go to Adrian she's going to get her books. Adrian needs to be thinking now, what is she going to do with said books? You know what I'm saying? I know she's got a plan, but I want to walk through this real quick. She says she has my influential 100 list. And of course she can get 100 books, but you get what I'm saying? Like this, and this is the people that she knows or she has access to. And if they just read the book, it may change her life. The mayor of her city. You know what I'm saying? The the pastor of the church that has 28,000 members. We all got this fantastic list of people. It's, not that long, but this list of people that if they, especially, I've been trying to get my book in Oprah hands since, I don't know, Little Luther. I've been trying to get my book. yes,
Antonio,
sir.
I'm going to disclose something from my 75 plan. So once we have 75, we'll be able to do this. It's like we will have book summaries of the books, and then we'll have them distributed through massive million listener YouTube channels that do book summaries. We'll distribute them through those. So there will be third-party authority. And then the chance of people consuming your book becomes higher, because you just got to be like, hey, listen to this small summary this million subscriber YouTube channel did of my book.
Yep, which that small summary becomes a commercial. Let me show you what he's talking about. Innovator's Dilemma. Summary. It's one of my favorite books, but I just recognized that I knew it was summary because I watched the summary plenty of times. He's talking about this.
Also a message of encouragement for competitors venturing against these Goliaths.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
First,
not just this, but not just this, but something like this. Or there's another cool. I'll show you two different animated.
We'll distinguish between sustaining and disruptive innovation.
So that's one, this kind, and then you have 48 Laws of Power, and then there's an animated book summary that is it's just funny to just watch.
So previously, when we were using spreadsheets, we were heavily meeting dependent. It took us hours to.
Boom.
Use selective honesty to disarm your victim.
12,
Count Victor Lustig was going to double Al Capone's 50,000 options to total destruction.
So that's a brilliant idea that of course, it was secret. He just revealed. I didn't even know about it. Brilliant idea for sure. Now, of course, ATS has the capability to do all that. We ain't doing it for we just know that we got the capability to do all that. So we got the whole white boy animation stuff. Imagine having it, because once you have a summary of your book, you have a commercial.
So you're saying basically like a trailer.
So let's bring that up. Let's bring this up,
because I've been doing the research on that.
Man, I got you one even better. Code of the Extraordinary Mind book. I want to go. This is one of the best. I don't even want to pump it up. Watch this, y'all. Is it this site? Right. Yep. All right. Okay. This is his website. Mm-hmm. Codex Extraordinary Mind. Boom. First thing you see, bam. I didn't know what to tell you. Right. You click all this, and then here's all the different languages is in. Watch this.
For thousands of years, from generation to generation, lived by rules. Rules that were passed down by our ancestors. Rules that fed us definitions for every aspect of our existence. On who to be, what to do, how to live. Rules on culture, on religion, on sexuality, on education, on gender, on family, on career, on identity. Some of these beliefs got better over time, but many of them do us more harm than good. They hold us back from our true potential, our true identity, our true self. They were indoctrinated onto us, programmed into our minds by our parents, teachers, leaders, educational systems, society, media, and politicians. But what if you gave yourself permission to question everything you've ever believed in? What if you could eliminate the rules that have held you back and create new ones that build you up? Imagine what your life could be if you could redefine your own meaning of happiness, your own meaning of career, your own meaning for success, love, and fulfillment. It's never too late to start over, to give yourself a clean slate. to change the outdated laws that have held you back and make you question what if, to start living the life that is truly yours, a life that is extraordinary. It starts when you learn to question everything.
That is so cold. I had to play the whole thing. I needed y'all to see every scene of that. That's a trailer. And who knows? Who knows? Maybe when we get to 75 of you authors, maybe. Who knows? You know, maybe that's another one of ATS secrets, Ibrahim secrets. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Cannot reveal. This is less than 1% of what we have planned. But yeah, exactly. There's much bigger things. This is just an idea because Adrian has a list of 100 people. They don't even have to read a whole book. Your book will be a summary that they can watch in the background. This increases the odds of your book. Guess what? That 48 Laws of Power video has been watched more times than all of the books of Robert Greene combined have sold. So people watch videos more. This is no secret. So we'll increase the odds of people who you want reading your books actually reading your books by turning them into summaries. So I just want to let that know because this came up. But we have much bigger things planned again, because we will have that critical deal-making size, we'll be able to do so many things. Just have to reach that size first.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Create that size of that economy too in that community. So that's almost it. What time is our conference? Yeah. Tempest.
11, right?
I'm me. I never know nothing. 12? All right. So 12 it is. Did you convert the times in the right time zones? All right, then cool. 12 noon. We'll be in conference for what, Damali? Tell them.
It's like the state of data science. It's a conference about data science.
All right, we'll be in a data science conference at noon. We will be. So we'll be there, and that's us leaning into the future. I'm almost done. We're leaning. We got to be nimble, and you lean into the future. Nimble, lean into the future. So let's try to break this down. Yes, you should get a book. Yes, you should be thinking about people experiencing your book in the metaverse, because soon that's how books will be read, like movies. Think about this. If the number one complaint about turning a book into a movie is, it wasn't the same as the book. Mm-hmm. Guess what? You get rid of that, or somebody like me is going to get rid of that complaint in the metaverse. Mm-hmm. I just keep thinking. It's easy for me to be so innovative. I'm sure some of it's genetic and whatever. But outside of that, I don't really have rules. I don't have these parameters that bound me into these invisible barriers that my brain don't think past. So I'm always thinking, hey, I could start a news company, or I could create a cryptocurrency. These things are dumb to think of, especially. I got plenty of things I can say as a man, as a Black man, as a small company. I can say plenty. Don't matter, because my brain don't process that. What's that cliche? The bee isn't supposed to be able to fly, but nobody told the bee. You know what I'm saying? You know. All right, Terrell, I'm out of here in 3 minutes myself. Think about it, man. I want you to I just want you to bless yourself and just lean into the future, because we are leaning into the future, and I believe that you deserve to do so. You deserve to get out your situation. I'm in with a story. I wish this was Thursday. So I'm going to end with a story that should be told on Thursday.
Bishop,
yes, sir.
before you start the story, I still cannot get on Assemblies of Wonders to do a live.
Okay.
When I hit live, it just showing up the videos that Assembly Wonders did, and it showed up the old videos that were done, but I can't.
Gotcha.
Something going on that it won't let me.
Nah, it's all right. We got you. Grace, can you today, can we, probably second half of the day, whatever, can we just get on the phone with him and walk him through? It could be, I don't even know if did you ever, it could have just, I know we sent the admin invite. He did accept it. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be on our end, could be Facebook, his app, his version has updated and changed something. I have no idea. It's too many possibilities to know what it is.
When I used to do it, I used to do it on StreamYard, and then I had just the group of what was the name? I forgot the name of the group, but and it went just straight live.
Oh, but right. That's fine. We could do that. If you know how to do it that way, that's fine. So then what we do is find out what StreamYard is going to log into, and then we need to hook up Assembly of Wanderers to that particular StreamYard. Ain't nobody else going to use it for him. Yeah, ain't nobody else going to use it. So we'll do it that way. That's easier. Like this, the goal isn't to control you, right? You can't say, hey, everybody, I had an organization where there's no control. And they'll be like, no, but you're going to. No. So if you want to do a StreamYard, that's fine. And then we'll just hook up that particular StreamYard to Assembly of Wanderers. And then if that's what you know how to do, so be it. Because Assembly of Wanderers is in full force. We'll be doing stuff behind the scenes, but February 15th. February 15th is for another date. I can't remember right now. But February 15th-ish. Y'all gonna see all that. I think it is February. Oh, February 15th, my boys come back to school. That's what it is. All right. February 15th is when school starts again. I knew February 15th was important for time. I might stretch that out a little bit because I need to buy the little one, my daughter a laptop because she coding. My daughter is 4. Did you hear me? She's 4. So it's a book. I don't care if she can read. That's not my issue. She gonna learn how to read from reading computer programming. I've already did it to the middle one. She learning how to do YouTube. She learning how to talk back. She can learn how to computer program. Buy a laptop, but I'm telling you, her birthday into July. Before her birthday, she gonna be learning Python and full stack web development and artificial intelligence. I'm not lying. I am not doing the same thing I'm doing to y'all. She going right on through at 4. And somebody down and said, well, how you gonna get them to do that? If you want to get on YouTube later, you better finish module 1. That's exactly how I'm gonna do it. You want to play that game tonight? 2, 3, and 4 that need to be finished. Go ahead.
Bishop, Temper just helped me, so now I got it on my phone where I can go to Assembly of Wonders. Let me see. Let me make sure I got it right.
Okay. Yeah, she's always fixing problems and not saying
then
that.
Go live. Then start a live video. Yes. Okay. Thanks, Temp. Thanks.
Okay,
Deanna.
Cool. So as long as you're comfortable with that, if not, like you get comfortable with it. If you like it, we'll keep it. If you need another way, we'll do that too. You know what I'm saying? Now you ain't got no schedule. Just go live all the time, and then you'll know when we're going live. Yes, her birthday is July 2nd. And she is an early July birthday, which means I ain't got no birthday month no more. I ain't got no birthday month. The 20th don't mean nothing no more, Damali. It's garbage.
Man, I got it worse. My twins are the 15th. My birthday is the 31st of July, and my anniversary is the 3rd of August.
Oh no, we not double dipping like that, triple dipping like that. Nah, you gonna get this picnic in the living room for your anniversary. Yeah, dog, you can't buy 3 gifts. It's too much. It's too much. 3 gifts. Jesus. All right, I'm in with a story. Well, I forgot what my point was. I remember the story, but I was making a point. Yeah, it's in my mind.
The last thing you were talking about is books becoming a movie in the metaverse, and consider that and things of that nature.
Now I was making a stronger point than that. I was in with a window. Bam, man.
Be nimble.
Be nimble. Yes. Oh well, you don't get a story. Sorry, I forgot the
Thursday. You said you
Oh,
were
it
going to
should
tell
have been a story that was
story.
on Thursday. Good job, Ibrahim. Got it. All right, because that was a much stronger point. It was a much stronger point. I'm going to back up a little bit so I can make the point and tell the story. I know that you think whatever you think, and I know you're going through all that stuff, and you're right. And I'm wrong for thinking it doesn't affect you the way that I understand, that I don't understand it affects you, because you're right. But being right and being justified don't pay no money. It leads to no advancements. During winter solstice, I told Deanna and Tempest that I'm activating full God mode. I want to walk by somebody and my shadow heals their infirmities. I want to be able to look out and bless folk with their faith. I want to see people in their wellness and not focus on their sickness. And I don't mean as a metaphor. Sister Booker, I'm not turning pick this mountain up until it be cast into the sea as a metaphor, because that's not in a parable. When you read that, it's not in a parable. It's not in anywhere of poetry. That was Jesus saying, here's a fact, if you have faith. I'm done with turning my miracles into metaphors. And I'm done believing in miracles. They're just normal behavior for me. So I was telling them that, and they was listening. And then beginning of the year, I start going through stuff. I mean, I make it look good. Stuff, this stuff I could normally just wish away, ain't wishing away the way I wanted to. Just my finger ain't moving the way I wanted to, and I'm getting them, and I'm learning new things. And then they say, well, why do you think this is happening? And I told them, well, God is teaching me that God is God in all situations. So I'm not allowed to panic, Jerome, or have my faith shaken or falter, because God doesn't falter or panic. Therefore, I'm no longer allowed to have situations. I'm only allowed to be God, because God don't have situations. That's my story. That's what I want to share with you. That at some point, you're going to have to stop having situations. You're going to have to stop being left out, stop being overlooked. At some point, I'm not even everything is your fault or everything is your victory. Forget all that. I'm saying ain't no everything. There's no anything. There's no isolated incident. There is just you with the God power to show somebody God exists, or show them God does not. That's on you. But God don't have situations. So the next time you're panicking, the next time somebody make you upset, the next time you think, man, this article's too long, ain't no article too long for God. Ain't no cuss words offending God. My daddy didn't raise me. He left me. That ain't bothering God. That's bothering you. God don't have no situations. Neither should we have money situations ever again. Anything on Wednesday? Oh, vaccine. But you say it, Dan, since you know it. I don't know.
Are we having all things tech?
I can't do the conference and the.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I forgot about that. Okay, so what we're
So
having?
we'll send I'll put a link. I'll assign one of these Mexic articles for them to go through for all things tech.
Actually, I'm writing an article, so I'll post.
All right, so that article would be the one she's doing. That'll be the one. We'll send that link.
And then you've got 5 minutes tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. No, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific.
Cool. Well, Tony O. T. Smith Jr., you can plan better. You can dominate. Thank you all very much. Eat well, have fun, and then be God. Don't be the situation.